There was a time I thought strength meant doing everything the way I used to. Walking the same, moving the same, performing the same, but then change hit, and suddenly, my abilities shifted, my pace slowed, and daily life required strategy instead of speed. For a long, long time, I thought I'd lost my power. I mourned it. I chased after the ghost of what I used to be. But here's the truth I discovered, a truth that I want to share with you today. Strength doesn't disappear. It transforms. It learns a new language. Welcome back to InspireAbility, where courage takes center stage and lived experience becomes a roadmap for others. I'm Ruby, and today we're digging into a topic that shook me to my core. And I imagine has touched many of you as well. What happens when your strength no longer looks like it used to? After my accident, I hated the idea of adjusting. That word felt like a synonym for settling, for giving up. I wanted my old strength back, the one people clapped for, the one that felt effortless and visible. But the more I fought against my new reality, the more exhausted and defeated I became. It was a war I was waging against myself, until one day I realized something profound. Strength isn't a performance for others. Strength is the quiet persistence of showing up for yourself. So today, let's talk about redefining power on our own terms, in our own bodies, and for our own peace of mind. Everyone talked about the old me as if she was this perfect standard I had to return to. Friends, family, even doctors would say things like, "You'll get back to the old you," with the best of intentions. But here's the thing, the old me didn't survive what I survived. The old me didn't have to learn how to navigate a world that suddenly felt like it was built on a different set of rules. The old me didn't have to adapt to these new realities day in and day out. The old me didn't wake up every single day and make the conscious choice to find courage just to move through the world. The person who did all that, that's the new me, and she is so much stronger than the old me could have ever imagined. We have this myth that acquiring a disability or experiencing a life-altering change means we lose strength, but that's not true. We evolve. We are forged in a fire we didn't ask for, and we emerge as a version of ourselves we never knew we could be. We become more aware, more compassionate, more resilient, and more intentional. We learn to see the world with a depth that was previously inaccessible. The person you are now is not a lesser version of the person you were before. You are an upgraded version, equipped with wisdom, resilience, and a perspective that is incredibly rare and valuable. You didn't break. You were remade, and that remade version is powerful. Now, let's be honest, it's frustrating when your body sets new limits. It's deeply, profoundly frustrating to need rest when your mind wants to keep going. It's frustrating to need tools to do things that once felt simple. It's frustrating to have to ask for support when you have always prided yourself on your independence. I've been there. I've sat in that frustration and let it boil over into anger and grief. And it's okay to feel that. Those feelings are valid. But what I've learned is that needing something doesn't equal weakness. It means we're human. Our bodies are not defined by their limitations. They are defined by their incredible capacity for adaptation. Disabled bodies aren't fragile. They are brilliant. Think about it. Every single day, we become engineers of our own lives. We adapt our environments. We negotiate with our energy levels. We innovate new ways to accomplish tasks. We are constantly problem-solving, strategizing, and creating solutions. Our lives are not a constant struggle. They are a masterclass in strategy. That right there is strength redefined. It's not about brute force. It's about brilliant, thoughtful, and creative persistence. It's the strength of a river, which doesn't smash through a mountain but finds its way around it, slowly and surely shaping the landscape as it goes. One day, after months of fighting my new pace, I had a realization that was truly shocking to me. Slowing down didn't make me less. It made me more. It made me more present in my own life. It made me more grounded in my body. It made me more connected to myself and the world around me. Before, I was always rushing to the next task, the next goal, the next achievement. I was so focused on the destination that I never truly experienced the journey. The world teaches us that speed is success, faster is better, more is better, but disability or any circumstance that forces you to slow down teaches you a different lesson. It teaches you intention. When you have limited energy, you become incredibly intentional about where you spend it. You learn to say no to things that drain you and yes to things that nourish you. You learn to savor small moments, the warmth of the sun on your skin, the taste of your morning coffee, a quiet moment of peace. You stop living on autopilot and start living with purpose and that intention. That is real, authentic power. It's a power that doesn't come from external validation, but from a deep internal well of self-awareness and self-respect. So I want you to hear this, and I want you to let it sink in. Whether you walk differently, move differently, think differently, or live differently, your strength is valid. It is 100% valid. Not the old strength you think you lost. Not the strength society shows in movies or on social media. Your strength, the one you have earned. Through your experience, every single adjustment you make to get through the day. That's strength. Every barrier you have to mentally or physically push through. That strength. Every morning you wake up and choose to show up again, even when it's hard, even when you're tired. That is strength. It is unfiltered, unedited, and absolutely undeniable. Don't let anyone, including yourself, tell you otherwise. Your strength didn't fade away. It didn't disappear. It simply found a new way to live inside of you. It learned a new language, a language of patience, of strategy, of resilience, of deep, quiet power. So stand in it boldly, because you are not less powerful now. You are a different kind of powerful, and that counts for everything. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more conversations that empower and inspire. See you next time.